Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, since I'm releasing weekly videos and during Grand Slams and important events even more videos and more tennis content. So in this video we are going to talk about the progression of the women's field, how each player who is in the fourth round, how they got there, what's the draw, so who is going to play against whom, and at the end I'm going to tell you my predictions who I think is going to win and is going to progress to the quarterfinals. So let's have a look. So first, the players who managed to get to the fourth round: Ashleigh Barty, Alison Riske, Petra Kvitova, Maria Sakkari, Coco Gauff, Kenin, Jabeur, Wang, Anett Kontaveit, Swiatek, Elise Mertens, Simona Halep, Garbiñe Muguruza, Kiki Bertens, Angelique Kerber and Pavlyuchenkova. So here you can see the first 8 players going through to the fourth round and playing their first 3 matches. Surprising wins or something that really stands out. Kvitova, for instance, really dominant in the first round and in the third round as well. Straight sets in the second. Maria Sakkari beating Madison Keys in the third round. That was maybe a little bit of a surprise. And then of course Coco Gauff beating Venus Williams again after doing so at Wimbledon in the first round. Now again in the first round at the Aussie Open. Sorana Cîrstea in the second in 3 sets, and now beating the defending champion Naomi Osaka. This was probably the biggest upset on the women's side in the tournament so far. Arguably the Williams upset is just as big, but given the fact that Coco Gauff is 15 years old and Osaka wasn't playing badly as the defending champion, I think that ranks even a little bit higher than the Serena Williams upset. Talking about the Serena Williams upset, her losing to Wang is really a surprise, considering that most people, and me myself included, we thought that she might be potentially the favorite to win the tournament here at the Australian Open and finally making it to win her 24th Grand Slam. And another news, and possibly sad news, Wozniacki losing out to Jabeur in the third round, fighting really hard, but making now her final event, the Australian Open, is a retirement event. So wishing Caroline Wozniacki all the best in the future. So the next 8 players, something standing out. Maybe Anett Kontaveit being so dominant in the third round against Belinda Bencic. 6-love, 6-1, that was somewhat unexpected. Elise Mertens, super convincing and then very dominant in the first 2 rounds. Simona Halep also pretty straightforward, and Garbiñe Muguruza, that's an interesting story. So coming back to the Australian Open, playing Shelby Rogers in the first round, loses the first set 6-love, and then in the next 2 sets loses just 1 single game. How about that? In the second round, Tomljanovic, 3 sets, and today she's beaten Elina Svitolina in a very convincing fashion. So Muguruza is somehow becoming the dark horse for this tournament, I think. Another big event or upset, if we look at this draw, is Pavlyuchenkova beating Karolina Pliskova. Pliskova was red hot at the beginning of this year, winning a warm-up tournament in Australia as well. So she was the number 2 seed as well, so Pavlyuchenkova's win is a pretty big one, I suppose. So if we look at the draw, how the round of 16 is lined up, Barty is playing Risk. So here they have played once before. Risk has the lead 1-love, but no matches on hard courts. Kvitova, Sakkari. Sakkari leads 2-1, and on hard courts it's 1-all. Goff against Kenin, they've never played a professional match against each other before. Jabeur against Wang. Wang leads 2-love, both matches have happened on hard court. Kontaveit, Swiatek. Kontaveit leads 1-love. That match has also been taking place on hard court. Mertens against Halep. So Halep leads 2-1, but Mertens leads 1-love on hard court. Muguruza against Kiki Bertens. Bertens leads 3-2, but Muguruza leads on hard court 2-1. And finally, Kerber against Pavlyuchenkova. They've played 13 matches against each other so far, and Kerber leads 7-6, but Pavlyuchenkova has the edge on hard court, 6 matches to 4. So quarterfinal predictions. These are relatively tough. I haven't seen all of the women's matches, so I'm sort of going on apparent current form and history, how they've played against each other in the past. So I think Barty is in a really good form, and she's the home crowd favorite. She seems to be handling this home pressure quite well. This home crowd support seems to be helping her. So I will take her going through to the quarterfinals. Kvitova, Sakkari. I think Kvitova right now, even though Sakkari seems to be in good form, but I think Kvitova is even in a better shape and better form, and I take her to go through to the quarterfinals. Goff against Kenin. This is really tough. So if somebody's 15 and playing their 3rd Grand Slam tournament, it's hardly... You can hardly say that they would be the favorite, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and take Coco Gauff to come through that match, given the fact that she's played her first 3 rounds so well. Jabeur against Wang. This is a very tough one to call, but I think overall Jabeur has a stronger game, and I think she will come through. Kontaveit against Swiatek. I'm taking Kontaveit. Mertens against Halep. I am picking Halep because one player has to win and the other one has to lose, but I'm not very confident with this pick. Let's see how it goes. Muguruza against Bertens. This is also a pick I'm not really comfortable with, but considering all the factors I said, it's probably going to be Muguruza's match. And Kerber, Pavlyuchenkova. So these players have played each other many times before. As I said, Kerber has the edge, 7 matches to 6, but Pavlyuchenkova, all her 6 matches she's won were on hard courts, and Kerber has won only 4. Current form, both seem to be playing well. I think Kerber is just a touch more experienced, has 3 Grand Slams under her belt, and I think she wants this maybe a little bit more than Pavlyuchenkova, and Pavlyuchenkova has had a very tough match against Karolina Pliskova before. So I'm not sure if this argument is convincing, but I'm giving the edge to Kerber on this one. So let me know what you think of my predictions. Do you agree? Please comment below, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.